Topaz Labs just announced releasing a new version of Video AI 5. It's supposed to be better, faster, sharper, better upscale, using all this new algorithm AI. So what does it do? It's upscale, supposed to be better and faster. It's have it ultra sharp now when it's upscaling, so it's supposed to be better. AI recognize faces, add some smoothness, some frames working better. I did review before, and by the way, I put a link down below for you to check out on older version, where it was some problem when we add frames interpolations when we try to make slower, so it was kind of tricky. So we'll check this, and what we're going to do in this video, oh, by the way, study, they also claim they have it ultra study now options. So what we're going to do is we're going to take Video AI, this Topaz video, and we're going to put this to all scenarios, and I will show you result. Some of the result took me 19 hours to render, even for small segments, so they're not always very fast. And I will give you a tip how you can speed up the process. So what I done, I created a bunch of videos, original 4K. Next, I took those videos and I convert them from 4K to 720, 1080p. So I will have it reference. It's always do better by reference when you have it your original 4K, and you can compare then with upscale to 4K, how well upscale, how closer it can be to the original. As well, I have a video like with a shaking here. So it was non-shaking video, I introduced shaking, and I want to see how well Topaz will reduce shaking. So we'll run bunch of all these different tests here. And of course the test kind of fun because this was in Disneyland, where I was goofing around, and also we done some Star Wars stuff from Star Wars Night here, and Millennium Falcon, of course, here. So we're going to experiment, and let's begin. First, of course, I want to check on the shaking. Shaking actually wasn't bad even before in previous versions, but let's compare what we have here. And you can preview, we have this original video, and for the test, I actually took 4K, convert to 1080p, so it's a faster processing, because shaking will be about same if you do 4K or 1080, because it will utilize cropping, and this is what's happening. If you look on image, let me jump like on a middle image here, and you can see how a little bit cropping. This is non-shaking, and this shake-it video. So its cropping will be very similar. And here's the footage before. Okay, let's go ahead here, preview. And you can see how shaky it is video. So it's actually a little bit tilting and shaking. So I introduce angle to this everything. Well, okay, and let's play again. This is shaking. And now I will enable layer where shaking removal. You can literally see some of just slightly shaking, teeny tiny, but general, it's actually did great job. I think it's done even better than before. So because before a little bit, this is very well. Same, it was introducing a little bit rotation, and you can see actually it is work better than previous versions and work well enough for using on a footage. So it's not just a gimmicky, it's literally actually very useful tool now. Okay, let's go again. Before and now you can see how big difference of shaking, non-shaking. Okay, so good, we passed this test. Let's go do next one. So in this case, what I actually done, I want to check on upscale, and I want to check on a grain removal. We'll go with the grain a little bit later, because I think you need to run more tests on the grain. But before we go there, here's our video. And this is, okay, let's remove it. This is our 4K. So if we can closer, we can preview. Let's go right there, move it here. This is 4K. Notice on the Disney, how it's look. Okay, we'll jump a little bit to different timeline here, so we can preview a little bit better. Mostly because I can zoom, and you can see like right there, see where it just says Disney Vacation Club. See how the sharp it is. And this is on a 4K render. So our next one is 720, and this is 720 reference here. And of course, we run 1080 as well, but if we can do with 720, and you can see how it is, this Disney Club, you see how it is out. So it's before and after. Definitely quite a bit degradations in the quality. Okay, now let's go ahead, enable. This is our upscale. So non-upscale, upscale, you can see definitely did quite a bit nicer job. And if we zoom out a little bit closer, so this is original 720, this is upscale 720. You can see actually did a very good job on utilization. Of course, when we upscale from that size, still be 4K is 4K, because if information is not there, it's tried to do its best, but it's cannot totally regenerate. They do have some software can regenerate, but it's very expensive to use. So in this case, I think it's actually did a very good job. And if we zoom again, I was very close here, yes, so look right there. But if we zoom back away, so we'll go to the screen and let's preview. So here's our 4K image, and you can see how sharp names, watch on the names, everything close up work very beautiful. So this is 4K. Okay, let's go now back and we'll run with 720 now. Notice how blur. So they come closer. So yeah, definitely. Okay, and let's go back just to review with now upscale version. 4K versus upscale. It's not bad actually. If I don't tell you, it's hard to see. The only we'll see it is with the text. You kind of can distinguish, but generally it's actually did quite a bit nice work with this. Okay, so right here we have our Millennium Falcon, and if we look, we have our sizes different here. So for example, and we'll go to compare. This is our 4K image. Okay, so let's reposition. Okay, actually let's go jump to one little bit bigger screen on this case. So this is our 4K, very sharp, nice details, done very good. By the way, this was shot on DJI Osmo Pocket 3 with a 1-inch sensor. So it's not bad sensor. It's not, of course, you know, professional camera, full frame or even bigger, but it still does very good, very nice video. Okay. So let's go just example. This will be when we gone with 1080, and I'll just flip between them so you can see the different. Okay, and of course 720 way blurry. You can see instantly how much it's worse. Even I zoom in, and by the way, so I'll let you know when you leave it different ratios. So I was sometimes scale and a little bit readjust because different. Okay, that is look nice. Let's go now to back here, and on this we can see, so we start already test upscale. So the upscale will gone from 4K, and I was using convert to 1080, and upscale from 1080 to 4K, and after I upscale from 720 to 4K. Okay, we can look, this is our reference 4K. This is our upscale version, and you can see actually did very close. Mostly what you can notice, it's when we look on a plants, like right here on the back. So this is on 4K. You see how they're a little bit sharper, and upscale it's not bad at all. From 1080 is actually did a real good job on upscaling. Look very close. Okay, and of course 720 upscale will be a little bit, we just don't have that much information here. It's actually dropped quite a bit, and I think if I work a little bit more maybe with different algorithms, but it's required much more time, This is all upscale was done automatically. You know, they have it preset. You just click and it's set up. So I gone with presets. I want to be out of box without any tweaking anything. See how it will perform. And we have a little bit pattern right here, which can be easy fix if we're going and select remove pattern. So this option obviously wasn't enabled there, but there our video. And again, if we move it out and preview full kind of screen, let's move here, and this is our 4K. So actually it's going very nice. By the way, if you're interested in a Star Wars and other things, I'll drop link below on my other channel where we have a lot of videos about Star Wars, Gun to Millennium Falcon. I mean, it's like cool channel, so I would recommend for you to go check this out. Subscribe. It's your help will greatly appreciate it with this. We need more subscribers there. Trust me, we need it. All help we can get with that channel. Okay, so right here, and help needed to beat up YouTube algorithm, because it seems like YouTube algorithm very stingy. Well, let's go enable now our 1080 upscale, and I'm going to flip between them. So this is 4K, this is 1080. And you can see just slightly, I don't know if you can see on screen slightly. And of course, if we switch to 720, same things, that will be a little bit more. Let me disable that one. Let's play 720 to 4K, 4K reference, 720 to 4K. It's not bad. If you look on all of these sizes, it's actually did real great job, because this is, I don't know what, 8 times smaller. I mean, it is very impressive upscaling was done. And compared with older footage, it does a better job on this. Okay, so next we're going to compare here. And this is, we'll have it 720 4 scale probe 4. So it's similar what we've done before. I just want a little bit more showing from original 720 now to upscale 720, and we look 1080 as well from depend between, because what's happening when we shrink, we want to see how it's actually 720 was looking before. Okay, on this, let's go switch here, and this is our original 720. It's our source, and we take that source after we put it inside the Topaz here, and I was selecting like upscale to 4K, straightforward from here, and output. I mean, it was very simple way, allowed the Topaz AI 5 to figure out what need to do. Okay, let's jump back to our DaVinci Resolve. And right here you can see that we have, it's not bad, but definitely low resolution, kind of jumping in. Yes, so let's go ahead, go on the beginning, and this is our upscale version. Wow, look how much different. Of course, a little bit extended. I think I needed a rework on shrinking down a little bit. The ratio wasn't, I was so lazy I did not set proper ratio. But you can see way sharper. I mean, it is day and night. Wow, look at that. 720 upscale to 4K. Look how sharper look. Of course, it's not the original 4K, but it's actually very workable, nice file. You can use it inside. Okay, now let's go jump to our 1080. And 1080 should be a little bit better. Okay, because if we look right here, we have it more information. And there you can see quite a bit sharper. It's on 1080 to look a real bit nice. And here's our upscale to 4K. So it is way sharper. I can tell even right on those elements. So let me go ahead, zoom in, and we can look like right here, those areas. It's just smaller details, what I'm looking for. Okay, 1080. Oops, actually I'm doing wrong one. Okay, this one. So this is our 1080 right now, original, and this upscale. Look how much on the details. Okay, right there. So this is original, and this 4K upscale. Actually, it's very, very impressive how it did this job. Okay, let's go back to here. We'll go to preview. 1080 and upscale to 4K. That is definitely, you can say this is sharp as 4K. So it's, I don't know what kind of voodoo magic they're pulling there, but it does look real good. Okay, so our next one here, it is grain. And I did not use it small grain on purpose because I know in previous tests it actually did not bad job on removing teeny tiny grain. What I was thinking, what about if a film grain, bigger grain, how it will actually work? And sometimes you don't want to actually remove big grain because if it does remove, it starts removing details and everything. So let's go check here. And this you can see, it's kind of film grain. It's what they call, I apply film grain. And when we'll try to remove the grain, some areas like right here with less details, it's applied, but it was smart enough not to touch the film grain in areas with the details, because if it start to remove from here, then we'll have a kind of problem. But I was hoping honestly for better result. It's still, I don't know, not up to what I was expecting, because I was expecting actual work a little bit better on removing, analyzing and removing grain, because frames is about same. And you can see right here, like on a white, you can see how the grain changing. I was thinking AI should kind of analyze this and have it a little bit better about removing that noise. But okay, this is original, and you see how the noise going around. Okay, and let's go back now to our this view, and we'll enable our noise reduction. And there is, with noise reduction, I see almost need no different, just in those areas like in the sky a little bit, but general is still exactly same. So that one kind of okayish. How I say, the small, again, teeny tiny grain was removed better, similar. It's why I don't put here, because it's same like with my other video. I put a link below, so it's kind of, I don't know if they did anything. The next part is actually more impressed to me, because if you remember in previous video when I did with the troopers and the hand, it's kind of flipping, kind of funny things. So let me show you what's going on here. It's primarily, we want to slow down. It's been frame interpolations, and the frame interpolations, it's very important, because if I do AI animations or if I do other animations and I want have it like movements, but I want insert frame between hand here and hand here mostly, so it's a speed up. I want a good clean insertion, so I don't want just like morphing or add motion blur or anything. And we can look on the legs on this guy right here. Let's go actually closer, and we'll just zoom in and look in this area right here. Watch where his legs. So this is original, and I'm just going frame by frame, and you can see the legs is separated and a crossing, and he moving okay, kind of, so not bad. Now what I done with the slow motion, I add a lot of frame. So example, let me play for you real, and you can see how slow they're going. I had like 200 frames. I don't even remember, maybe even 8 times. I had like crazy amount slowness in this. And by the way, stick around. I'll tell you what is the best case to use it, all of them where, because like why I need to know when they're going to use this. So I'll let you know when to, what is the best time to use. But you can see like right here. Okay, so that is look fine. Let's go just and look closer, see what's happening here. So there's his legs, yes, and about right there, it's what we looked before. So let's go ahead frame by frame. Look on this. These frames did not exist. It did not exist, this frame. So it's actually analyzing and putting way nicer. And you can see the crossing, so the crossing properly. Again, the frames did not exist. Did a real impressive job actually on creating. The only sometimes I may see artifact on this. I mean, it's a day and night with what was in previous version, literally day and a night. But what I see the different is only one, like right here on a hair. Yeah, if it was real peaky, if we look on hair around here, yes, we can see like right there in this area, right here in this area, you can see, you see a little bit. And it again, I need to zoom in quite a bit and be very picky to see this, but I can see right here pixel dragging a little bit on the masking, but wow, that is like up front, you can see right there just a little bit. So it did analyze movements on the face right there. You see a little bit bending happened right here. Again, I need to zoom in quite a bit. So if you're going out and you preview as a normal, you won't even see this. So look how beautiful. I mean, it's real impressive work done with the slow motion with frame interpolations to add. So now let's see what you want to use it actually. Well, of course, stabilizations is always good. I have GoPros, and when I shoot, like when we go on roller coaster, and you can see I have it even, I think on this channel example, when I have it horizontal locking and everything, it's look nice. Few times I shot and I totally forgot to enable stabilizations. The footage was unusable, not when used here. So in here you can see how well. And by the way, I try to actually utilize stabilizations inside DaVinci, which is okay, but it's not come closer to what this Gigapixel actually can do. I think Gigapixel, it is way level up on a stabilization footage. So this is a big plus to create when you needed stable footage. Even cropping, you don't need that much because AI will add it, but also the if you shoot, you almost anytime you want stable footage, run through this and it's work quite a bit fast. So this is good things if you run fast. And I will actually recommend for you, they have options where you can use stabilize and you can upscale 4K at same pass. Don't do this. I tried and it's take like a long time. Instead, I run through stabilization first, save it, and after take same file and run to upscale to 4K if you need to upscale. Because you probably run on a GoPro like 5K even maybe or something, and if you run other ones 4K, stabilizations will great. But just in case, if you need upscale and stabilization, run stabilization first and runs upscale as a second time. So this is that use. Of course, there are cases of upscale. We always need it, and majority upscale is nice to 4K when you work with AI animations, like when I do it. AI animations render small, okay? Would they come, better if they come 720, most time they 512K, so they run very small, teeny tiny. With a good upscaler, it is saving, so you can have it real beautiful 4K, and you can use it in yours. Of course, remember, I did it like black lines, you can see it. I did mess up with the little bit aspect ratio because they are different on a 4K versus 720p, so they're a little bit different. Just keep this in mind when you scale, so some things maybe will cropped, okay, when you do this. Okay, so we have here next, okay, we're watching this, and now slow motion. This is I will definitely now start, because quality what is produced I will use a lot in my videos, because many times I gone to the parks or anything and I'm just go use it panning around and it's too fast. I come back and I'm like, oh crap, it's too fast, I need to slow down. So this is the best way, just go and slow down. Next also great to do if you like try to do relaxation videos or something, because if you go in a stock images and they have a beautiful sunset, sunrise, you can free download it, but they usually like 15-20 seconds. They're teeny tiny. They're not very big. But if you can slow down like this for much longer, then you'll have much better footage. You can use it in relaxation music. It's what I did before. Kind of, add more value to your video with this. And of course, then when you do like AI animations, you can do AI animations with 12 frames per second and just kick into 24 or 30 or whatever will work. And at least you can see how well, I tried before, but this time, seriously, when I look there and I'm like, whoa, I was way impressed how this did it, frame interpolations. Overall, let's look on this. If you own Topaz AI, it's free update. Yes, if you have it on if you don't own, I would recommend watch for the sales. They often have it sales, and this is almost must to have tools. By the way, this tool also integrated as plugin now inside the DaVinci. So inside DaVinci, if you want to use it, you actually can go inside workflow. Let's go in our components here, or actually components in other areas. We can select and we can find DaVinci inside here, actually Topaz. So you can see we have stop motion, we have all these different Topaz. Where's my Topaz? So included, and it will be slowdown, reframing, stability. So it's inside the DaVinci now. So it's kind of nice. And of course, it's in After Effects and Premiere Pro as well. They integrate it very well. Plugin, when I try play a little bit, it seems like stable, because early versions did crash my DaVinci, the previous version. This one seems like more stable, does not do that stuff, but I need to put it a little bit more hard work inside here. And this is nice because I can actually work inside DaVinci without exporting footage, process, and importing again to do all the stuff. So I can do everything inside here. Well, this is my overview of the Topaz AI, the video AI. Personal recommendation from using them, and I'm using on a daily basis. I say upgrade is definitely worth it. Okay, it's have it better new models. They updated, they increase sharpness, increase quality. It's definitely work on upscale, work way better. It does not use it totally regenerative AI to upscale, which you don't want it. You want to keep it consistent with original footage. Slow motion, it is big improvement from previous as well. Well, they also have some of what they call crash file recovery, so additional options. It is just functionality. By the way, it does not recover. It just save frames, and if your computer crashed, or application crashed, it can come back and it start from moment when you stop. So you won't lose all footage. And it's also pausing. So they introduce all of this stuff, introducing face recognition, which is nice, fixing. Yeah, definitely work. I'll put a link down below for those who are interested about Topaz AI, video AI. So let me know what you think. Thank you for watching and have a great day.